All right, welcome back. Brett here with clickmail.co. So in this video, we're going to be talking about split testing. So when we're kind of in defensive mode, like we are talking about in the last video, if something's breaking, we need to make a hypothesis and then go figure out how to solve it. In this video, we're trying to figure out how to grow something. And so we're saying, well, hey, it's going okay. We're off to an okay start. How do we make it better? This still requires a hypothesis. So we've already gone over that. And then the next thing is you have to test the hypothesis. So you have to create something new to see if that will work. And so in the case of, say, Google ads or digital advertising, you'll create two ads and you'll just change one of the variables, right? Scientific method. And then you'll run both ads side by side, showing up to the same exact keywords. Everything's the same except the wording that you changed. And then you'll see which ad gets a higher, impression rate? No. Click-through rate? How about conversion rate? Which ad leads to a higher conversion rate? That's what you want to know. And so you're looking at the key performance indicator you want, and you're saying which ad correlates with a higher key performance indicator, and say, and I've really seen this, you'll have one ad that converts at 2% for tour bookings for a wedding venue. And then you've got the other ad and it converts at 12%. That means like dollars in the bank. That means that business is going to see a much better return off the one ad than the other. And those are numbers we can report to the client. Hey, for every, 100 people that click on your ad, 12 are scheduling a tour, and we already know you close at 50%. So you're getting 6 leads for every 100 clicks. That's crazy. What was a lead? $18,000, 6 times, or what? 6 clients, right? 12 divided by 2, 50% closing rate is 6 clients at 18,000 each. They paid for 100 clicks and they get 18,000 times 5, whatever that number is. That's like $100,000. That's crazy. And so that is how you want to do that. So a little split test on 2 ads can make a huge return on investment if you're doing it correctly. And so that coming back around, we read the story and the data. If we're trying to grow, we create a hypothesis and we go and create a test to see if that will increase. Now, this is something else you can do. And I'll give you another example here. We'll pull back up the screen. Another example of a split test is what we might do with SEO. And so I'm just going to pull up any site, any page from ClickMail. It doesn't matter. I'll ClickMail. There we go. Okay, so here. So on ClickMail, we'll go with this one. This is our about page. And so when we look at this, about top digital marketing agency for blah, blah, blah. And then at ClickMail, Giselle's responsible for developing and implementing. This is not good. This means we do not have a meta. We don't have a meta title for the about page, which apparently we need to go in and fix. Okay, so what do? We mark the date, we update our meta title, and then we change it, tell Google it's changed, and then we look to see if our about page ranks better in the future. And that's a split test. If it doesn't, and we get worse results in the future, then we just roll back the changes and go back to here, Giselle, who's awesome, and she's over here on our team. Giselle's implementing SEO optimized content. We'll just roll it back to this if this is better, and we'll split test a new test. So we're just constantly saying, is this better than this? I think this is the way it would be. And then we see what the data says when that optimization has finalized. And then we just keep the better one, whether it's the old one or the new one. And that is called optimizing. So we're using our hypothesis. We're creating a split test. Which one's better? We let both of them run for an amount of time. In this case, we're letting the old meta title and meta description run for however long. Then we're split testing. We're just taking that off, putting a new one, and we're looking at that, say, look at both of them over a 30-day period. Which one worked better? And then you just go with the one that worked better, whichever one it is. And that is another example of a split test. And so that is how you grow incrementally. You optimize and you grow incrementally over time. So when you get these, Google Ads accounts or marketing accounts, and it's like, you get how many leads a month? That is a miracle. That's a total luck. Like, you're so lucky. No, they're not lucky. They've just made 1%, 0.5% improvements every day for the last 3 or 4 years. and they just have an amazing marketing strategy that has developed over time with just small optimizations based on these split tests. So in this video, we've talked about split tests. In the next video, we're going to talk about optimization. We're going to get a little bit more into optimization. We just touched on a little, and I will see you there.